We Bury the Dead. This is a very unique zombie horror movie starring Daisy Ridley from Star Wars. She's amazing in this. This was written and directed by Zach Hilditch. This originally came out in 2024, but just recently got a limited theatrical release in North America. I saw it on the big screen. You should too if you want to see it. And I also got an early screener from Pixel Scene Media. But this right here is my honest review of We Bury the Dead. Now this takes place in Australia on the island of Tasmania. The US government accidentally deployed an experimental weapon that instantly killed every single living thing on this island. It is a great devastation, and this follows a group of volunteers working with the Australian military to help clean up the bodies, the main character being Ava, played by Daisy Ridley, who's a volunteer. She's trying to find her husband, who died on the island during a work retreat, but we'll circle back to that. Now, one in every few bodies, they end up coming back to life. This is where the zombie aspect comes in, and this is not a secret. The whole world knows about this, as well as the volunteers. This is actually a large motivator for a lot of them, because they're hoping maybe their loved ones will be one of the few to wake up, and somehow they'll be able to revert back to their original selves. And I really like that motivator a lot. I think it's a really unique, cool premise. Now, when these bodies wake up, they're docile, at least at first, which is why they're not seen as a threat, which is why these civilians are able to help the military clean up these bodies, and if somebody wakes up, the military is instructed to instantly take care of the problem. We do learn pretty quickly that if they're not taken care of instantly, they do turn into your typical bloodthirsty monsters that you see in media. Pretty cool sound effects, pretty cool designs of the zombies, the way that they crunch down on their teeth. It's so gross. Now, Daisy Ridley's character, Ava, wants to get to the other side of the island to find her husband. She's hoping that he'll resurrect and she'll get some closure, and we get to see their relationship through a series of flashbacks, and we get to learn her motivation. It's not just grief, but also guilt, which adds a lot to the character and really fleshes her out. But she's not allowed on the other side of the island quite yet, no civilians, so she goes off on her own with the help of another person, and they go on this journey across the island. I really do love the concept of this movie, and Daisy really did amazing. My favorite scene was the RV scene. I definitely teared up a little bit, and I really like this character's motivation. I think it's very nuanced, but overall, I'd say that I'm kind of disappointed in this movie. I think I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. I probably will not be rewatching it. While there are a lot of scenes I liked, there are some that I can't forgive. My least favorite was probably the soldier dancing scene in the cabin. While the concept and motivation of this character could have been done well, the execution I just cannot get behind. And there are a few things introduced to the plot that I felt like kind of went nowhere and didn't add anything to the story. I don't know if I'm the target audience, maybe. The character Clay I liked at first, but his last act in the film I didn't really like. I didn't think it added anything to the plot, and I think he just got in the way as a character, and his motivation to me didn't really make sense. But yeah, I'd say overall 2 out of 5, but I still do recommend watching the movie because you should form your own opinions, and if you can, see it on the big screen. Thank you so much, Pixel Scene Media, for the early screener, and I really respect the whole creative team on this project. No hate, this is just my personal opinion, and I still do recommend watching the movie so you could form one yourself. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.